Something rare is happening today, and only a few will recognize it. April 21 is not an ordinary day. It's a portal, a shift, a sacred intersection between your current self and your future path. If you're seeing this right now, it means something is aligning in your favor. You didn't click by accident. You were drawn to this energy because the universe wants your attention, and in the next few minutes you'll understand exactly why. There are dates in the cosmic calendar that carry weight, that pulse with invisible power. April 21 is one of those days. Across different traditions, this period has long been seen as a time of reset. Energy workers, mystics, and even ancient astrologers marked these few days as a window when timelines can split, shift, or collapse entirely. People speak about 11/11 or solstices, but this is something even more precise. It's a destiny checkpoint. Right now, you're not just watching a video, you're standing at a crossroads. One version of you continues on the same path, with the same patterns, habits, doubts. The other version rises, aligns, becomes magnetic to what you once thought was impossible. The choice is not random. The choice is made by energy, by presence, by how you show up today. And the truth is, the universe is always listening. But there are rare moments when it responds louder, faster, with undeniable signs. April 21 is one of those moments. But here's the catch. It requires something from you. You can't just sit back and wish. You have to participate. You have to speak. You have to align. Because this portal does not open forever. It whispers now and then it closes. In this video, you are going to learn the real meaning behind the April 21 portal. Why today is different from every other day this month. You'll discover how your thoughts, emotions, and even your silence can either open new doors or block them completely. You'll also be given the exact words to say to the universe today. Words that carry a frequency strong enough to bend reality in your favor. But more than just affirmations, this message will guide you into a shift of consciousness, a moment where you stop waiting and start commanding. The next chapter of your life could begin right here, but only if you're aware of what's truly unfolding. And by the time you reach the end of this video, you'll feel it, not as a theory, not as an idea, but as truth rising in your body, a knowing that today is the day something changes. It's easy to dismiss messages like this, easy to scroll past, to return to routine. But the fact that you're still here, still listening, says something about your soul. It knows there's more. It knows you're not meant for just another loop of uncertainty. It knows your future has been calling. And now it's finally breaking through. In the ancient text, there are references to windows of fate, brief openings when a soul can leap forward and skip years of struggle. Not many talk about April 21 in this way, but those who've tracked energy patterns know. Today is one of those days. You might feel more emotional, more sensitive, or strangely alert. You might notice synchronicities. Numbers, names, dreams. These are not random. These are signals, signs that you are aligned with the current that brings miracles. In this sacred window, your voice becomes a tool. Your thoughts carry codes, and the way you speak to the universe today will echo back as opportunities in the coming weeks. This is not magic, it's energy in motion. Cause and effect, amplified by a universal law that only responds to clarity and intention. That is why this moment matters. That is why you must be awake to it. You'll also learn what to do before midnight tonight to lock in this shift. We're not talking about rituals that take hours, just a few conscious steps that recalibrate your frequency. It's like tuning a radio. Once you hit the right station, everything becomes clear. And if you miss it, the signal fades until the next window appears and no one knows when that will be. So stay with me. Let this video guide you. Not just with words, but with energy. Let it remind you of what you came here to do. Because deep down you already know this portal isn't outside of you. It's inside you. The universe has been waiting for you to remember your power, and today, it opens the gate. By the end you'll receive a final affirmation, short but potent. Speak it aloud and mean it. Because when you speak from your higher self, everything around you rearranges. You start attracting what you used to chase. You stop begging and start receiving. That's the shift. That's the frequency of April 20. Welcome to this transmission. Welcome to a new reality. Welcome to the version of you that doesn't wait for signs but becomes one. And if you feel this message is meant for you, then trust that it is. Before we go deeper, take a moment now to subscribe to our channel. We share guidance like this every week. Messages that awaken your power and prepare you for these sacred shifts. Join us and let this be your space for alignment, clarity, and expansion. The portal is open. The message has found you. Now it's time to listen. Not every day holds the same energy. Some days feel heavier. Others feel strangely electric. A destiny portal is one of those rare energetic windows where life can shift dramatically and fast. It's not something you can always see with your eyes, but you feel it deep in your chest. A strange pull, a sense that something is happening beyond your control, something bigger than your routine. These portals are energetic openings that come with a higher frequency. They aren't random. They arrive when the universe, your higher self, and the timeline of your soul all meet at one precise moment. It's like standing at the intersection of possibility and choice. The veil becomes thinner. Your ability to receive signs, messages, and intuitive nudges becomes stronger. You start seeing repeating numbers. People from the past reach out. Dreams feel more vivid. And there's this inner pressure, like you're being gently pushed to act, speak, or change direction. During a destiny portal, the rules of cause and effect speed up. What you think today can show up tomorrow. What you say becomes a signal to the universe, and what you feel becomes the magnet for what comes next. That's why these moments are so powerful and so important. They carry energy that reshapes your reality, but you must be aware enough to use them. When a portal opens, it's not always comfortable. It brings light to what you've been avoiding, the job that no longer excites you, the relationship that drains your soul, the habits that once protected you, but now limit your growth. This is why many people feel uneasy when these portals open. It's not just about magic, it's about exposure. You're being shown what needs to end, so something better can begin. And here's the truth most people don't talk about. Portals aren't just for healing. They're for choosing. You are being asked to decide who you are becoming. Not who you were, not who others expect you to be, but the version of you that aligns with your future. That means speaking differently, thinking with more intention, feeling as if what you desire is already yours. Because in a portal, your frequency creates your future faster than ever. Think about the choices you've delayed, the truth you've been sitting on, the action you've been waiting to take. A destiny portal removes the excuse of someday. It brings everything into the now. Time collapses, change accelerates, and what once seemed far away suddenly feels possible, if you align your thoughts, words, and energy with it. That's why your thoughts carry more weight right now. A complaint today echoes louder. A fear felt today can plant roots. But so can hope, so can trust, so can the belief that you are ready. Every word spoken during this time vibrates at a higher frequency. It's as if the universe is listening a little closer, waiting for clear instructions on what to deliver next. Not vague wishes, but clarity, emotion, and conviction. In ancient times, people tracked these windows by watching the skies. Certain star alignments, moon phases, and solar events marked the presence of portals. They weren't just looking for beauty, they were tracking energy. They understood something we're only beginning to remember, that energy moves in waves. And some waves are meant to lift you higher than others. That's what this moment is. A rise, a lift, a calling forward. But the window doesn't stay open forever. That's the part people forget. It's a moment, not a lifetime. You must act while the door is open. You must decide while the energy is clear. Because once it closes, what felt easy to change becomes heavy again. What felt clear becomes foggy. And you're left waiting for the next opening to try again. So if today feels different, it's because it is. If you feel emotional, that's part of the clearing. If you feel restless, that's energy preparing to move. If your thoughts are loud, it's because your inner world is being recalibrated. These are not symptoms to fear. They are signs that the portal is active and working through you. You don't need to understand every detail to benefit from it. You just need to respond, to stay awake, to listen, to speak with power, to think with care, to feel with courage. Because this portal is not just a shift in energy, it's a shift in identity. It's the place where your next chapter starts to write itself, based on the energy you hold right now. There are days that pass without much movement, and then there are days that carry a charge. April 21 is one of those charged days. It holds a frequency that does not just touch your personal life, but ripples through the collective field. It's a turning point not just in your own story, but in the greater energetic timeline unfolding on this planet. Whether you're fully aware of it or just beginning to sense something is shifting, this date marks a powerful surge in cosmic energy that changes how things unfold from here. April 21 is not chosen at random. It arrives right after a major seasonal transition, when the Earth itself begins to activate new life. Nature awakens, light increases, and more than that, the frequency of human consciousness begins to elevate in sync. This isn't just a spring moment. It's an energetic threshold, a reset point coded into the flow of time where endings naturally give way to beginnings. The past few weeks may have felt intense or uncertain. That was not by accident. That was the build-up to this doorway. When energy builds like this, things surface. Old emotions, unresolved questions, limiting beliefs. They all rise to be witnessed, not to punish you but to prepare you. Because before you step into something greater, you must drop what no longer fits. That's the design of energetic portals. And April 21 is a launch pad, a liftoff, a push into the next version of yourself. Ready or not, this rising collective vibration means that more people are becoming aware, questioning their patterns, asking deeper questions, and feeling things more intensely. You might notice strangers sharing breakthroughs, friends re-evaluating their goals, or even your own sense of time feeling distorted. Days may feel longer or faster, dreams more vivid, thoughts more active. That's because the veil between your inner world and the outer reality is thin right now. What you hold in your mind has a quicker path to becoming real, but with this comes responsibility. April 21 calls for conscious participation. This is not a day to live on autopilot. It is not a day to repeat old patterns mindlessly. This is a day to speak your future out loud, to sit in the quiet and ask yourself, who am I becoming? Not who have I been, not who do others expect, but who do I now choose to be? That choice has power today. It sets the course for the next 30, 60, even 90 days. Think of this moment like stepping onto a moving train. The direction it's heading depends on the intention you bring with you. If you're unsure, the energy might feel chaotic, but if you're clear, it can take you farther than you expect in less time. That's what makes April 21. It's like a fast track opens up, but only those who step on with clarity get to ride it all the way. And this clarity isn't found in perfection, it's found in presence, in the courage to say, I am ready, in the power to affirm, this is who I am now. These words are not small.